Hey guys, welcome to the Diamond District. So, I wanted to talk about the importance of letting momentum carry you. So, one of the first things that you really need to make sure is happening is that you are doing enough in your life. Like you're working out, you're being healthy, you're expanding your mind, you're working on so many things that you don't really have time to backtrack. Because the moment you have an opportunity to chill, the moment you have an opportunity to slide backwards, the moment you have an opportunity to do anything but moving forward, you're gonna take that opportunity. And that's not because you don't want to succeed, it's because that's all you know. And human beings, at the end of the day, we're all programmed to do what we know, which is to repeat past behaviors until the past behaviors become something new. This is one of the reasons why it's so important for you to keep showing up, for you to keep being consistent. Because in doing so, you're rewiring your brain, you're rewiring your nervous system, you're rewiring yourself ultimately. And then when all these different things are rewiring, one of the most important things ends up changing, which would be your identity, your self-image, how you see yourself. So when all these different things have changed, you'll find yourself in these new positions and situations that you were never really in before. And that's because now you're a brand new person. And that's really how it goes. But one of the things to kind of keep that process going that you're going to need is momentum. You have to, in a way, let momentum carry you forward. Like first you'll build it. You build your momentum by being consistent, by showing up, by just essentially doing all the things I just mentioned previously. Once you kind of have this momentum of being consistent, then your perspective of what you have going on changes. You start to focus on how can I improve what I'm doing? You start to focus on how can I change my approach? So once you gain this momentum of being consistent and showing up, your entire field of vision towards what you're doing has now changed because you're trying to understand it or be better at it on a deeper level. And once you're able to understand things at a deeper level, you're able to further improve upon them. But that's kind of the side note. The main note is that because you're so engulfed in this momentum, in this wave of effort and focus, you're not paying attention to the things that are going to slow you down because your attention is only big enough for the things that you're working on. You know, I've been contemplating this reality of maybe the reason why I haven't really gained a lot of financial freedom at this point in my life is because I was so focused on self-improvement and kind of falling into certain self-improvement pitfalls, which is like being addicted to restarting, constantly reading self-improvement books but not applying any of the information, just like those kind of things. So kind of engulfed in that process of trying to be a better person or trying to overcome these flaws that I seem to possess. By being so engulfed in this idea of I have a problem, my attention more than likely made it bigger than what it was. I think in a lot of situations, my behaviors, I really just needed to look in the mirror and say, I need to knock this the fuck off. I need to cut this shit off. I need to stop this shit. This needs to stop immediately. If I didn't make it like this big war, this epic battle, this grand situation in my mind, in my heart, in my spirit, I probably would have just bypassed these problems or these addictions. Like, I'm stopping now. I move forward from there. And I'm able to see that a lot more clearly because when I finally did stop, yes, it was difficult to stop smoking weed because there was a lot of emotional situations that were occurring that really made it difficult. Also, you dealing with myself, internal issues. looking in the mirror and not really liking what you see, looking around you and not liking what you see. You go to a job, you don't like what's going on. All these different external stressors. That's really making me feel like, man, I don't really know if I could get to the next moment without a blunt. And you pair that with the fact that, like, once you quit smoking weed, you're not able to sleep well. You're not really able to sleep at all. And then also just cutting out all the other stuff. That entire process in itself was difficult for sure. But once I was able to get a lot of space from point A, which is the quitting, to point B, which is now me far away from that and moving on to the next day, I can really see that these problems that I have, like, I just kept picking the easy choice of, I don't really want to struggle with this, so I'm just going to give into it again and again and again and again. And the moment I decided to do the opposite and I just let one day stack on top of the other, stack on top of the other, stack on top of the other, that just really built this momentum within myself. And now here I am thinking, like, you know what? I don't think I ever really had a problem. Like, I had a problem, but whatever the problem was, I made it 100 times worse by giving it my attention. But the momentum that I have now, like, I literally just finished doing a architecture assignment because I'm in architecture school, which was something I never thought, that was something I always wanted to do, but the way it kind of came about, it wasn't totally unexpected. I just shot my shot and it really happened. So I'm in the process of doing that. As soon as I'm done with this video, I have to make a beat and upload it. And when I woke up this morning, I made sure to do my 10,000 steps. Yesterday, I started my brand new diet. These are not the kind of things that I would have ever necessarily say that I'm doing. You know, it's the fact that I have been brought to this point in my life, and I'm riding the momentum of the clarity that I've gained, of the energy that I've gained, and I'm using it as a form of alchemy to really, like, change me, to really bring me to a whole new destination. You know, really what I'm looking for is just different results. And a lot of times, like, if you're constantly doing the same things, you're always going to get the same results. And for me right now, I'm just tired of constantly getting the same thing, the same feedback system from life, but not applying it. You know, I didn't really wake up on time this morning, but I'm still doing everything I said I was gonna do. I was able to work. I'm recording this video. I'm gonna do everything I said that I was gonna do. And I think that's really what matters. I was able to stick to my diet. I didn't compromise it. This is just day 2. And when I wake up tomorrow, I'm gonna do my workout, get my steps in, and just repeat the fucking process, man. And let these wins kind of stack on top of each other and just ride the momentum of that. And I think really what I want to change my focus on is just making money. I feel like my intention has been towards, like, not having money. Instead of making money. If there is a flaw that I have right now, and I'm as I'm saying it, I'm essentially, like, identifying it. Whenever I make these videos, they're very, very transparent. I'm not really thinking of this shit ahead of time. Really just shooting off the hip. But, you know, in this moment, I'm really calling myself out. Like, I've been so focused on just not having money. I haven't been focused on getting money. And when I say getting money, I don't mean like I don't receive a fucking dollar. Like, I have a job. It's just financial freedom. is really it. It's really the key. It's really the goal. And financial freedom doesn't have to be millions of dollars. It doesn't really have to be that at all. It's just the ability to like not have to beg somebody to call out, or the ability to like let's go on vacation today. Or if there's a problem, you can bail yourself out. That's really what financial freedom is to me. It's just living life on your own terms because you could afford it. And I think I'm just really tired of like not being able to do that. I'm sure most people are. But for me, I had this very extreme concept when I was like 20. I said if I turned 30 and I didn't like achieve my goal, I was gonna kill myself. I turned 30 in October, and my goal does not feel close. And that's a very, very harsh reality to swallow. It's a very harsh reality to accept. But I have started to understand that from 20 to 29, my entire perspective on a lot of things was wrong. And I was focused on the wrong things quite often. And my energy and my attention was going all in the wrong places quite often. But now that I see that I'm reaching that point where I am turning 30, I can honestly say that it's just going to be a new platform for me to be something different. Instead of it feeling like some type of endpoint, it's just going to be me just doing something different, having a different result, being a different person. And you don't have to wait till your birthday to do that. You don't have to wait until New Year's to do that. I think I'm more so saying that because I've already started this process, and it's just gonna coincide with my birthday. Yeah, I talked a lot longer than I intended to, but it's all right. I hope anybody gets any type of gem from this kind of video, and I'm sending you so much love. Just know that you can do it, whatever it is that you want to accomplish.